BMRforum.com and BMRodds.com. What is going on, boys? What is going on? Bobby FK back with episode number 31 of The Lobby. 31 episodes already, guys. We are moving right along. But first off, to my right, the man who's obviously not afraid to wear a pink shirt, Sam's
hmm
in charge. What's up, Sammy?
Pink does more than you think. Real men wear pink, Bobby. Don't you know
I've
that?
never worn pink a day in my life, and I'm not going to start anytime soon.
Well, you're lost. I'm sure your wife would like you to mix up the colors a little bit. You got to be less gloomy and more happy. I mean, especially over in the West Coast, it's 1,000 degrees over there.
You know what? It's been really nice today. It's only been about 85 or 90. It rained over the weekend. All
Oh,
this
you guys got
global
some
warming,
rain.
it's really changing things out here.
Yeah, take
Hmm.
advantage of that rain.
Global cooling.
Exactly. But Donnie, right side, what's up, Donnie? How you doing?
Yeah, look at that, man. Week 0 of football is here in college football. Also,
Yes.
let's keep in mind the preseason is in week 3, which means this is the last time we're going to get dress rehearsals before the real thing on the 7th of September. Boy, oh boy, football season is here.
2 weeks.
Yes, it's coming sooner than we expect. It's going to be right around the corner. Great time for any fan. But speaking of NFL, guys, got a couple great NFL contests here at BMR. Big shout out again to Carolina Kid. Starting with the first week of the NFL season, he'll be doing a $500 cash contest for the regular season. Must have 1,000 posts to qualify for that. So you guys that may have just joined the forum recently, get that post count up to make sure you get in on that. And also, we are just debuted our NFL Pick'em pool. So it's going to be starting on September 5th. Will be the first date you could start making your selections. It'll end at the close of week 18 for the NFL season. A lot of great prizes to be given out. So the weekly prizes for the 18 weeks are going to be $100 for the first prize, in addition to 500 coins, and that's going to go down to $30 for fifth place and 150 coins. Now that's each and every week, guys. So each and every week you have a shot at a free $100 and 500 coins. Now at the end of the regular season, you're going to get, if you do great the whole season, you get on top of the leaderboard, you have $2,000, guys, in addition to 10,000 coins. Now, that is a really, really big deal, especially with the coins, because it allows me to segue into our changes for our baller program, guys. Just recently, we've announced some big changes to the baller program. Sammy, you want to highlight some of those?
Yeah, so a lot of times people are asking, what do I do with my baller coins? Can I trade them in? Is there a store we can use this? And now we are starting to integrate that. 10,000 coins also equates to $300 in sports book cash. 5,000 coins is $125, with 2,500 coins being a $50 sports book cash. You got to renew your baller status every year, but all you got to do to be a baller is deposit $100 into one of the sports books that you're doing on a weekly, monthly, yearly base anyway, and then give the info over to Jeannie as far as the sports book, how much you're depositing. They will match it up to 100. And then again, you can earn some baller coins, and then those baller coins equates to money. And I'm sure as this site develops, we're going to get a store. They're already working on some merch for us, some
Oh,
shirts,
merch.
hats. Everyone
Yes.
likes that
All
swag.
right.
So if you're not a
We
baller
like
already,
swag.
you definitely got to be a baller and show pride in who you're in the forum that
hmm
you're posting at.
Yes, you do. And only a 5-time rollover on any of that sportsbook cash that you get with the Boulder program or that deposit match. So that's really nice. A lot of books out there, you send the money, you got an 8, 9, 10-time rollover. It's only a 5-time rollover on that. So that's a really, really good thing. Jeannie today is going with the Baltimore Orioles, guys. Baltimore Orioles
Mm.
at plus 122. And then her shout out for today is going to the one and only LT Profits. LT, thank you from Jeannie and all of us here at BMR for the wonderful contests. I know you're doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes with the NFL contest. We have a college contest, which I'm going to announce here in a second. College contest coming up. So a lot of great work being done behind the scenes by LT Profits. So thank you, LT, for all of that. But Sammy, moving on to daily baseball today, Wednesday afternoon action. You got anything for us?
Yeah, so in reference to the baseball, plug the Twitter handle as always at BMR Reviews. BMR Reviews runs a free contest every week for the last 6 weeks. It's called the Streak of Fortune. I'm currently on day 3. I feel like I say this every week. I'm always advancing to that midweek. I've only made it once to the Friday, but all you got to do is pick one winner a day for 5 days and you get $500. A free contest. Every degenerate gamer loves the word free contest to win money. So I'm on day 3.
Yes,
we
yes,
went
they
with the
do.
Angels this afternoon. They just started about 15 minutes ago. I think we're in the bottom of the first right now. But I got the Angels going right now with a streak of 2 going. This will be my 3rd pick. 3 more wins for a free $500. If you're not following along at BMR Reviews on Twitter, try and get some free money. What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
Exactly. And Sammy, I got some good news for you on that front. It is 2-0 Angels, bottom of the first.
Great
so
news.
Good start.
Great
Good
news.
Crank it
start to that. Exactly. Donnie, what do you got for us on the diamond?
Yeah, baseball a little bit later tonight. Washington and the New York Yankees. The Yankees can't get out of their own way. 9 straight losses now. But yesterday was really surprising. There's some good hitting weather in the Bronx. I thought they would get the over, a 2-1 final. By the way, the Yankees 1 run on 2 hits yesterday. I look for a change around today. Both Gore and Severino should be getting hit tonight. Over 8.5 at some outlets there. So we'll go with that as the prevailing number. They should be able to get to 9 runs tonight. Also, the Dodgers going up against Xavier Curry, who's not a great pitcher here. Clayton Kershaw on the mound. They got smashed last night, 8-3. I look for them to bounce back today. So we'll go with the run line for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then late night action. It is a doubleheader. Sammy's on game 1 out here with a 2-0 lead here in the first inning for the Angels. But I'm looking for a total tonight, which is going to be the Cincinnati Reds team total going up against Reed Detmers. It's not official yet because we don't know the starting lineups just yet. But let's just say it's in that 4.5 range. I think there's a great chance that Cincinnati gets 5 or more tonight. So that's what I'm looking at, gentlemen.
All righty. Well, best of luck with those, Donnie. And let's talk a little weekend college football, guys. Start of the weekend, start of the college football season. Sammy, we'll start with you. Who's your team? Who you following this year? Any plays already for the weekend?
When it comes to college football, I got to be honest, every year as I get older, I don't have a team that I'm like a fan of. I more of just watch the sport to enjoy the sport. I think when I was in college, I was a fan of Florida because of Tim Tebow. Ironically, that documentary came out. I've seen some positive, some negative reviews on it. But I think I'm more of a follow-up player. Now I watch more NFL. What you look for in the first week 0, like Donnie said, is these top 20 teams that are 20, 30-point favorites are they who we think they are? You know, if they're 20, 30-point favorites, they're supposed to be beating these teams like they're supposed to be beating them. So you hope that they are smoking them. You know, they want to be ready when they go into the conference play, which the conferences are all messed up now. But I am excited for college. Saturday action right before Sunday. But these first week or 2, I'm definitely not throwing any plays in there. Definitely just watching to see how the teams are developed. And are they truly a top 10 team or are they just a on paper top 10 team?
All right, Donnie, let's go to you. College football. What do you got for us opening weekend?
Looking forward to it just because it is football. We'll finally get that in our living rooms here. But week 0 does leave a lot to be desired. At least we have 2 ranked teams, even though they're not playing each other, something to maybe dip your toes in and get, reacclimated to football. But I always think that college football does miss the boat here. Every other sport, when they open up the season, it's usually a banger game right off the bat just to get the juices flowing and a good card. They don't do that in college football. You know, it'd be nice if Notre Dame and USC played on a standalone game this weekend to open up college football season. That would draw eyeballs. But having said that, if you're looking for blowouts, there are going to be a couple of those. Notre Dame roughly favored by 21 points in their game this weekend. Sam Hartman, the new quarterback in town, if he wants to start his Heisman campaign, what do you need to do? Light up Navy. Their team total is 34.5. I think they get to 35 points here. Keep in mind also Navy, known to run the triple option, but said this year, after following Ken Niumatalolo last year, that they are actually going to open up the passing game just a bit with those triple option tendencies, which means maybe bigger plays for Notre Dame and also more plays for Notre Dame because Navy just won't be running the clock out for the entirety of the game. If you're taking a look at USC, do I think they dominate in their game? Of course. They're 30-point favorites in this game with a total in the high 60s. But you know where I'm looking for? San Jose State, who matches up against them. I do think they get blown out, but their team total is 17.5 have points. If they're getting blown out, you may look for some action in the third and fourth quarter for them to score. Keep in mind, the Mountain West Conference, when they did their preseason, basically first team list, the quarterback for San Jose State and their top wide receiver, both on those first teams. So if you're getting a legitimate quarterback in blowout time, he should be able to get a couple points on the board, maybe a team total for San Jose State, something to look forward to this weekend against USC.
All right. Thank you, Donnie. Best of luck with those. Speaking of college football, you got a team that you root for?
I love the Miami Hurricanes. Loved them since the 1980s. A little bit down right now. Hopefully Mario can bring them back and to that prominence. But that's my squad. I do root for them. But outside of it, just give me a big game, man. Give me a good game to bet on here. We'll be a fan of both teams, regardless of what side you have on that. So good stuff.
All right. And speaking of betting, guys, college football pick'em. Thanks again to LT Profits for running this, guys. It's going to work very similar to the NFL contest. You're going to pick seven confidence picks each week beginning Tuesday between the big Power 5 conferences. You'll assign confidence points anywhere from 1 to 7. And then at the end of the week, each week of the 13 weeks, first prize will get you $1,000.
Frozen. The baller coins got him, Sammy.
Damn it. Those damn baller coins, 1,000 baller coins, I think, for first place on a weekly basis. And that goes throughout the year. And just like in the NFL, at the end of the season, you get the top 10 for a season long prize. And again, those baller coins are used as long as you are a rookie status. Make sure that you are depositing, talking to Jeannie, and getting that rookie status that gets you into the year-end prizes, which also gets you to deposit that and take those baller coins and convert them into money. The next topic we were going to talk about was going back to the NFL. So this is week 3. We were breaking down each division by conference. So today we're going to be talking about the NFC and AFC South. Donnie, is the NFC South the worst division in football?
It could be the worst division in football. It might have some surprise this year because, to be honest with you, I think there is some betting value in the New Orleans Saints. Their schedule looks really easy. So if you're looking to take them to win the division or maybe get into double digits or to just make the playoffs, I think there's some money to be made. The interesting team in that division overall, probably the Atlanta Falcons. If Desmond Ridder can be the quarterback of the future for the Atlanta Falcons, that'll help. They have some exciting players at wide receiver, tight end, and now Bijan Robinson at running back. But if we're going down the list, the Carolina Panthers breaking in a rookie quarterback, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Sammy, how about this one? Just announced that Baker Mayfield is going to be their starting quarterback. Now, they're basically running everything back outside of Tom Brady on a team that was sub 500 last year in a bad division, but I don't believe that plus 750 price is true value on them. Do I think they're going to be terrible? Not necessarily. Do I think they can win the division? Maybe if they catch lightning in a bottle, but you're looking for a quick hook on Baker Mayfield this year, which might lead to weeks 5, 6, or 7, Kyle Trask coming into it. If I'm just looking at the winner of this division, just by default, it's got to be the Saints for me, Sammy. It does.
Yeah, I have some similar notes written down too. The scary part about Tampa Bay is that they still have their top wide receiver duo.
They're talented.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
They're talented.
Mike Evans, 8 straight seasons of 1,000 yards. I have them for Tampa Bay at over 6.5 wins. They have the offensive weapons, and if Baker Mayfield actually can produce for the first time in his career, maybe get 3-4 wins in that early stretch, and then if they do go to shift him in the bench in the back season, then all you need is a couple wins to finish off the season. So flirting with 6 to 7 to 8 wins, especially in that weak division, could definitely be a scenario that is there. But again, in reference to the Saints, Derek Carr, the seasoned veteran of that, switching from AFC to NFC. NFC statistically is supposed to be worse than the AFC. So if he was in one of the toughest divisions in that West or in that AFC. So if he has any success in the NFC, the Saints should be the front runner moving forward. I don't worry about Alvin Kamara being suspended 3 years. As we've talked about, the running backs are going down as value. So that offense should be still firing along with Kamara coming back in October.
I'm sitting here talking about the college contest, and suddenly I don't hear you guys speaking. I go back, and you guys are gone.
It's old baller coins. Those baller coins freeze you every time.
It seems like they do. So anyway, as I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted by my connection, 12,000 bowler coins at the end of the contest, guys. Make sure you jump in there, and a big thank you to LT Profits for running that contest. And you guys were jumping in NFL, AFC, NFC South Division, I believe, yes?
Yeah, so we just basically covered a little bit of the NFC South. We were about to go to the AFC. Okay. Do you have any opinion on the South yourself?
In the South, I do like the Texans this year. I know historically bad team, but I think Texas is going to do good this year. As far as did you guys cover the um, the AFC or the which one did you already?
We
Which
did
one
the
did you already
NFC
do?
first.
We
You
just
did the
did the
NFC.
NFC.
Okay, all right. Let's start with the AFC. Sammy, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so in reference to the AFC, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off one of their best seasons in the last 15 years, making it to the playoffs with Trevor Lawrence. You got Trevor Lawrence now in his third year, Travis Etienne in his second year. You got stronger wide receiver core with Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, who's off a year-long suspension from gambling. You know that he's going to be coming out hot. He's expecting big stats for himself. He's betting on himself unofficially. So I expect the Jaguars to have a good season. Evan Ingram in at tight end as well. The Titans, they do have Derrick Henry, who's obviously a monster. Tannehill, you're going to have Will Levis in there. They did pick up DeAndre Hopkins for wide receiver. I just don't know if they have enough on the defensive side over Jacksonville, who definitely have a stronger defense. And then I look for the Colts as well. They're an interesting story, as well as who's going to be playing running back.
Right.
They're unwilling to pay Jonathan Taylor the value of a franchise running back, but for trade bait, they only want the value of a star franchise running back.
And that doesn't make any sense.
It's really tough right there, but I am excited for Anthony Richardson. I do think that he is going to have a big year. I do think that Jonathan Taylor would help him be more successful, especially if they do decide to run like the triple option on that. Without Jonathan Taylor, who's their backups? They got Zach Moss, Deion Johnson, Kenyon Drake. The receivers aren't great, but they had 3 wins last year. I think they can improve, but still not going to be overall. Looking at some totals, I feel like the Titans over 7.5 wins, and I do like the Houston Texans under 6.5 wins.
Okay, Donnie, what's your take on this division?
If we're taking a look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, let's just say they're favored by about minus 150 price here to win that division. It does seem light because by far they're the most talented team in this division, and they're looking for them to take the next step. I guess the only downfall would be the same way we talk about the Detroit Lions, a team that hasn't really been there, done that yet, expected to do really big things. We'll see if they perform now that the pressure is on. But they got everything you need. Speed at the running back position, mobile quarterback there that's a franchise guy, and a wide receiving core, as Sammy said, that adds Calvin Ridley. We haven't seen him in a year or two, but the last time we did see him, he was absolutely electric. So let's just see if he's back into the fold and really wants to concentrate on football again. Other teams in that division, the Tennessee Titans, I'm not in love with that team. It's Ryan Tannehill. I believe his touchdown prop is like 17.5 for the season. We're not expecting big things. And yes, I do like DeAndre Hopkins, but in an offense that's built at running around Derrick Henry, how much of an impact is he actually going to make? The Indianapolis Colts, I have no idea what they're doing here. Their only goal this year is to find out what Anthony Richardson is. I thought they should have brought him through a little bit slower. They're going to start him game number 1. Their top running back doesn't now want to play. They're trying to trade him. The owner doesn't want him, but he wants
like a lot of issues. A lot of issues down there.
Exactly. And a first-year coach. This is exactly not what Shane Steichen wants here. And the Houston Texans, their only goal, see if C.J. Stroud's going to be a franchise guy. So if we're looking at the Colts and the Texans that are already going to be out of it, and I'm not in love with the Titans, it's got to be the Jags for me. Got to be.
All right, good luck. Do you have a win? Do you have a win total on them? You like the over the win total there, Donnie?
It would, for me, if I'm going to think Jacksonville is going to win the division, they're going to win. The 10 number is the key number here for Jacksonville.
Right.
I think they get there by default because, again, you're not playing in a division like the AFC East. It's like, hey, man, every week we got a tough battle. I think they go 5-1 in the division this year, which is going to get them to 10 wins.
All right. And, guys, poker event number 3 this Saturday. Donnie, I'd like to see in it. Sammy, I'd like to see in it. I know you requested a code. I know you requested a code. Hopefully you can make the time. Bad beat or what?
No, it was a bad beat for me by playing a bad hand. So that's the bad beat I got. So yeah.
So make sure you guys join. Send me a private message or shoot a comment down in my thread. Make sure you join. Still plenty of time to get your hands on one of those Tournament of Champion tickets. Again, a lot of great bowler coins given out each and every week, and then we'll be giving out plenty at the end of the 12 weeks for our tournament finale. But guys, make sure you follow. If we want more ball, it seems like we have a trending topic: bowler coins today. We are focused on the bowler coins. If you guys want extra bowler coins on top of the ones you already have, make sure you like us on social media, on Twitter and on Instagram, guys. Send BMR Genie or myself a private message with proof that you are following us on social media at BMR Reviews on Twitter or BMR_review on Instagram. Sammy and Donnie, before we get out of here, you guys got anything else? Sammy, any tennis? How's that tennis thread looking?
Yeah, tennis is going good. Hit the finals of the Cincinnati, which might have been the greatest match of all time between Alcaraz and Djokovic. It was 3 hours and 50 minutes, which was the longest Masters Thousands final in the history.
Wow.
It is everything that you could have asked for as far as Djokovic, the 36-year-old, the GOAT, arguably, versus the young gun who is crowned the GOAT with, he's going to be there. He's the future. It was almost like Djokovic playing a younger version of himself. The match was incredible. But yet, you got the fourth Grand Slam, the fourth major, starting on Monday, the U.S. Open, 128-person draw on both sides, men and women, down in Flushing Meadows, New York. I will have my preview video up this weekend. I think the draw comes out on Friday, so I'll do the breakdown on Saturday or Sunday, and then the action starts on Monday. We just hit the plus 30 unit mark again, so I'm hoping to end that 2-week stretch above 40 units. That'll be the goal.
All right, perfect. Well, good luck on all the tennis action, Sammy. And guys, good luck on all your wagers for this weekend. Opening weekend of college football. NFL is right around the corner. So best of luck with all of that. And you guys have a great week. We'll see you on the forum.
See ya.
See ya.